Hello, in this video I will be showing you how to set up a masternode for Solaris on a virtual private server. You can find the link to this guide in the description. So let's get started. First of all, you want to have a fully synced local wallet, which you can download from solariscoin.com. You want to have 1000 XLR, which is required for the masternode as a collateral, plus a little bit extra for transaction fees, and you want to have them in your wallet, just like this. You can purchase a virtual private server anywhere. I've been using Time for VPS, they're very good, but again, you can really purchase anywhere at all, and you can install Ubuntu 16.04 on it. One masternode will work on these specifications. You need to download and install putty.org or putty from putty.org and have desktop notepad for record keeping. So I already purchased my VPS, I've already installed Ubuntu on it, and I have the IP address of that VPS as well as the password to log in. So I have the IP address here, and I'll be using this as my record keeping. So we can go ahead. First thing you want to do is start up putty and log into your VPS. You can enter the IP address there and hit open. And you will get this alert, and you can just hit yes. And that will get you in here, and then log into your VPS. And now I'm in the VPS. And you want to enter these commands one by one that are in blue. Now you don't have to type them out manually. You can select it, hit Ctrl C, and go to this window and right click your mouse button, and that will paste it in, and hit enter. Wait until everything is installed to move on to the next command. This is unusually slow. Let's hope the rest of the commands won't be that slow. So there we go, we can enter the next command. So once again, select, click, right click. Perfect. Next. Next. And that essentially prepares the VPS environment. Now we're gonna create a Solaris folder in this command. We're gonna go to this folder using this command, and using this command we're gonna download the wallet. It's downloading, and it's there. Next we need to unzip all the files in this zip file. So there we go, and there was an archive, and it inflated these 3 files. Great, and last 3 commands before we move on to our local wallet. So enter this one, and this command, which attempts to start the server, but we get an error that there is RPC details missing, which is perfect because this creates the files in the system that we're going to be using next. So you can hit enter. We're back to our kind of root user, and we can minimize this for the time being, as said here. Now we can move on to our local wallet, where we need to create a Masternode alias. This can be done by going to File, Receiving Address, and hit New. You can call your Masternode whatever you want. I will call it MN1. Hit OK. And this creates a new address in my wallet, a receiving address. You can hit Copy and close this window. Then go to Send, Pay to, paste that address. You'll see that label is MN1 because that we created that address just there, and you want to send exactly 1000 XLR to that address. And hit send. Yes. And you will see that as a payment to yourself. Now you want to save this transaction ID and put that into your record keeping notepad. Next, you need to wait for 15 confirmations on this transaction before moving on to the next step. As you can see right here, it is 0 right now, unconfirmed. If you go out of it, it might update. So this step can take roughly 15 minutes. There's one already. So I'm gonna pause and come back when this is past 15 confirmations. And we're back. As you can see, I have more than 24 confirmations. So if you still don't have more than 15 confirmations, you can pause this video and come back when you do. And now we can move on to the next step. So in your wallet, go to Tools and Debug Console. Okay. Here you want to enter Masternode gen key right here. You want to save this number or this key. So private. Oh. Then you want to take your Masternode outputs command, enter that, and here you want to save this last digit, so number 1, as you can see. And you can check if that's correct. See, this is the transaction hash ID. It's the same as the one you just copied from the transaction. Great, now you can close the debug console. And what you will need to do is to edit our local machine configuration files. So you can even close your wallet at this stage. Then open your Explorer, and you want to go to this folder. Now to reach this folder, you can click in the bar here, type %app data %/Solaris and hit enter. You'll be brought to this folder, and there's two files that interest you here. It's the masternode.conf and solaris.conf. Now to open these files with Notepad, you want to right click, hit open with, and select Notepad. And you can also use always this app to open conf files, so next time you can just double click to open it. You get this file right here, and all this information you got, you want to add it like this in one line, one after another. So our alias, that was the name we gave. So you want to take a step. We named our masternodes MN1. Next we have the IP address, and you also want to add this port, which is 620 space. Next is your private key, then your transaction ID, and lastly your index ID. So again, space after each, and it should look like this. And you can hit file and save, and you can minimize this for now. Next you want to open up solaris.conf from this same folder. So hit right click, open with, or if you already selected the notepad, just hit open, and you copy these like this, and you need to substitute the IP address just like that. Again, leave the port there just like that, and your private key. So you can copy your private key and put it right here, and you can also hit file and save. So for now you can minimize all of these, move on to the next, and now you will have to add those details to your VPS. So we can open back up putty, and you want to open up the masternode.conf file inside your VPS. So copy this command and click, right click, enter. Here is the masternode.conf file on the VPS. So use your arrows to move down. You can hit a space. Then you want to open up your masternode.conf file that you just saved and copy this line. There we go. Hit Control C, click here, and right click. Now it might not look right, but that's because the screen doesn't get covered. You can see everything is correct. And to save this, you want to press Control X and then confirm by pressing Y and hit enter to save it. Perfect. Next you want to open up your nano Solaris conf file. Take the Solaris conf you just edited on your local machine, copy that, again, right click to paste it, and once again hit Control X, Y, and enter to save it. That's it for configuring the configuration files. And next, all you have to do in your VPS is run this command to start the server. And there we go, Solaris server is starting. You can also check if this is correct. If you hit arrow up, it'll bring up your last command, and you can enter Solaris-CLI get info. You can see that wallet is loading, which is usually a positive sign. So I think it's going to be initiated. Now you're safe to close this window, hit OK. This only closes your connection to VPS. It doesn't actually shut down the VPS. You can also close these Word files because you already saved them. And next, all you have to do is go to your Solaris wallet. let it load up. But if we click in the Masternodes tab, you will see your masternode in the list. Should be master1, the IP address. But right now the status is missing because you haven't started it yet. So to actually start the masternode, you want to click Tools, Debug Console, and type in this command. So mn1 is the name of your masternode. So if you named your masternode something else, substitute mn1 with that name and hit enter. And you'll see that your masternode was successfully started. You can now close this window. It'll still say missing, but if we hit update status, we'll see it's enabled. And that's it. Allow up to 24 hours to get your first reward. And that's it. You can close your wallet and enjoy the rewards.